for those of you who want to see it.
Terrifying and beautiful, which is what Toni Morrison is so great at doing. She's so good at making trauma sound like velvet. Today's December 6th, like a little after 1 p.m, almost 1:30. This morning was chill. Today's my day off. It's Tuesday. Did my normal morning routine. I was like, I'm gonna have coffee today. Just sit in bed. And while I did that, I read a whole entire book of poems. Not whole entire, it was very short and chill and really good. And then after that, I was like, still don't want to use my phone, so I picked a book off of this stack, and it was Tayari Jones's book, which I will show you after this because I'm also currently enjoying it. I'm almost at 100 pages. And with that, I had some green juice, which I haven't finished, oatmeal, and after that, I had some mozzarella sticks and French fries that I made, and they were so good. And what else? Right now, I'm enjoying some hibiscus and ginger tea with a lemon cinnamon something pastry donut cookie that I picked up last night when we were coming home from Manhattan because I needed something after dinner. And I'm eating it now, warmed up with the tea, and I'm realizing that I liked it better when it was cold. But anyways, that's my morning so far. Welcome to this super quick reading vlog. But so far I'm on book number 2, and I will tell you more about the book when I'm not looking at my face. Leftover mozzarella sticks. This is our new water pitcher filter thing. This is the old one. Over here, cleaning my espresso machine bottom. This is not important, but I rearranged all of my kitchen utensils. So this is all of my cooking utensils. These are all my sharp things, and these are all my baking utensils. And this is a scale that I took from my mom. All of my cooking oils are now together. Spices or whatever. Everything's whatnot and whatnot. I'm really enjoying this new tea combo, which is my favorite ginger tea and some hibiscus. Oh, and this is that pastry that I was telling you about. Let me see. You can hear how crunchy it is. It's not really a donut, but it's also not a cookie. I don't really understand it, but it's good. Anyways, this has been my reading space for the last, what time is it? For the last, 3 or 4 hours. Watered my plants earlier, so they're looking a bit vivacious. You can hear the loud thumpings of Brooklyn outside. Ashton's there. I did a little bit of work on my bookshelf, so I don't know if you can tell, but it's not one in the other. I took apart the second one, and I'm gonna make one into a shelf and cut this board into shelves and use that to actually have a bookshelf, so I'll have more space to put these and my extra books.
You better get rich.
Yes. This is the book that I'm enjoying, Leaving Atlanta. Oh! Look at that. Good reflexes. By Tayari Jones. And I was just telling Ashton that it doesn't have any chapters, which I didn't realize. It's just one giant story, which is annoying, but also not a problem because I'm loving the story, so it's very easy to, very, very, very easy to flip through, TBH, if I was not distracted at all. If I could just not have any distractions, I probably would have finished this by now. But it's okay, because I'm going to finish it right now. But what I did finish this morning was this book, Something Light, Haikus and Other Poems by Ibrahim Assad Sadiq. And I got this book at a community event, so it doesn't have a price, and it's also not on Goodreads. But this author has another book on Goodreads, and I reviewed the other book but said that it was a review for this book, and I don't know if that's allowed, but oh well. And it's a collection of haikus, and I what is this called, earmarked the pages that I was obsessed with, because a lot of these I really related to. Like, I felt like my thoughts were not alone. But it is, the year so far is 1979, and we're in Atlanta, and we are following, I'm assuming, is a middle-class black family, and it's from the perspective of a 11-year-old girl in the 5th grade who is trying to figure out who she is, but not really, and worries more about like impressing the other girls, like the other black girls that are much prettier than her, or have like can do long things with their hair because it isn't as kinky as hers, or other girls whose fathers haven't left home or whose parents aren't separated, but also looks down on lower income black people. And there's this boy who is from the hood who has a crush on her, well, seems to have a crush on her, and she's navigating what it means to be black in Atlanta in 1979 in the 5th grade, when black girls are being scooped up and taken away. Oh, it's also the midst of this like weird crime thing where 29 girls went missing between the years of 1979 and I think it says 1982 back here. Yeah. And she's just like wondering so many she's just like not really understanding that what her parents are trying to do is keep her safe, or trying to connect ideas like the fact that her dad came home, so that means that her and her family are safe. And it's just very interesting to read life as a little black girl from the perspective of a little black girl. This is fiction, by the way, but there are just tons of things that I relate to, like their hairstyles, or not being able to say or do certain things, or like respect levels for parents, or authoritative figures, or like going over to your neighbor's house to be babysat, and the neighbor is like some old lady who is taking care of like simultaneously is taking care of like 30 other children. But yeah, really interesting book, and I'm assuming that soon the main character is going to leave Atlanta. Her name is Tanya, by the way. Bless you. And her little sister's name is Deshawn, and yeah, she just wants to be like grown, and she's ready to be out of 5th grade at the point that I'm in right now. She's like hating 5th grade, and she realizes that she hates 5th grade, and she just doesn't want to do it anymore because it just feels babyish and everything is so childish, and she wants to be able to do what she wants and not have to impress all the other kids. I'm chatting, but I'm giving away a lot about this book. Isn't that what this is supposed to be doing? Alright, that's it so far. I feel like I have a lot more to say, but I don't know if I should be giving it all away, so I'm just gonna keep reading and then let you know how I feel after that. Okay, so I lied. It's written in 3 parts, and I'm at part 2 now, just telling Rodney's story. It's a story of 3 kids. So there's LaTanya, not LaTanya, sorry. There's Tasha, Rodney, and Octavia. And Tasha's story was the first story that I read, or from her point of view, and then it picks up at Rodney's point of view a week after just Shanti has gone missing. And after hearing Rodney's point of view, we're gonna go into, I'm assuming, Octavia. But Tanya was the lower middle class, or I want to say middle class black person. It seems right now that Rodney, from his description of all the other black kids, thinks that he is better than all of the other kids. Like here he says, poor Octavia drowning in a sea of untouchability. Or where he's talking about the fact that she has to pay for reduced lunch, and he has to breakfast, and he has to eat breakfast at school but doesn't want to eat breakfast at school because he doesn't want to be associated with the poor kids that have to eat breakfast at school. Or the way that his mom dresses, blah 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 blah. So far I haven't heard anything about his dad, but we're just at the beginning of Rodney's story, and it seems like he's more the upper middle class, or I would even dare say like rich black kid. And he's called handsome, so I'm only going to assume that he's light skinned, although it seems like all these kids go to the same school. Their parents just have different tax brackets. And then Octavia is the poor, super dark, like black as midnight girl. And her hair is always like, it's too nappy to be pulled back into a ponytail, which is what Tanya says. But yeah, this is interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting point of view here. You've got Tayari. Loving this book so far. Okay, so I read a little bit more, but then I got hungry, so we're having pasta for lunch. I'm gonna make like some sort of sauce situation out of these ingredients because I have them on hand and they need to go. I have these 2 large Campari, I think they're called, tomatoes. Oh no, these were tomatoes were on the vine. But I don't know what kind of tomatoes they are. I got them. They're sitting in a bowl of hot water so they're clean. This is some parsley. A few of them have gone a little yellow, so I'm gonna get those out of the fridge. We have some mushrooms. I think this is a jalapeno pepper, and then this chicken is gonna be for dinner tonight. And this is the pasta that I'm using. It's called Cascatelli, and that's the brand in case you're wondering. I'm also gonna crush some garlic into it. This is wild. We talk shit about the burn in the middle of my pan. I like my pan. I don't feel like buying a new pan yet. If you want to buy me a new pan, then you can complain about what this pan looks like. But if not, then this is gonna be my pan for now. Okay, I just sliced or butterflied or whatever you want to call it, these chicken breasts, and stuffed them. They're also seasoned on the outside with salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic, smoked paprika, and freshly cracked rainbow peppercorns. And then they're stuffed with kale, mushrooms, like 8 cloves of garlic, and feta cheese. This one from Trader Joe's, because I needed to get rid of it, although I didn't use all of it. Although I realized when I was done stuffing them that I could have, because I didn't realize, well, I did know, but I didn't realize the chicken skin was gonna like stretch, so I didn't pop them open. They're kind of like literally perfect. But anyways, I'm gonna pop these in the oven for about 20 minutes, and yeah. Okay, this is how the chicken turned out. Ugh, I love how this one looks. Like, look at that. This one's Ashton's. And this one's mine. I'm sorry to anyone who does not like chicken, but I'm really just loving this right now. Okay, gonna eat it. Bittersweet moment. This is my first water pitcher ever. This is kind of gross, but I've had this since my freshman year of college. Now we have a brand new one. I got these. I I don't remember what she said that it was called, but I got these rings and these necklaces from a local artist here in Brooklyn. She's white. And she made these, and they're so cute, and I bought them at the coffee shop. And this is going to be the addition to my jewelry collection. And this one that Ashton's wearing, which I have literally zero need to do a food update, but because I'm looking at things right now that are quite satisfying, I just want to share these satisfying views. This is the chicken. I'm going to put it on here with a potato that we're going to have. But we just went grocery shopping, and here's what looks even more satisfying. Look at all these vegetables. Okay, don't mind the old bananas, but like, or the Wonder Bread. But all these onions and garlic, and we have extra avocados and extra potatoes, because I forgot that I bought potatoes, sweet potatoes. And when I got this German turnip, I forgot what April said the name of it is. And then I have some gourds, in a few different colors. Some apples, some lemons, bananas, and plantains. And it's just so satisfying. Anyways, I'm going to make some lunch now. I mean, for dinner because it's 4 p.m.
Skinny nigga now.
Hallie and the Pauls.
Hello, April.
Hello.
No words needed. It's coming together. April is the reason.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
All right. One more.
No. I'm feeling so productive today. Just, oh my god, see, my thoughts are racing. Let me just show you my breakfast before I get any further. I made some breakfast potatoes. I tried to replicate the ones that Tara made the other day, but they have aioli and these don't. Avocado. I just ate the most massive steak burger of my life, which you can't really see because I ate it. It was the best burger I've ever had. The biggest and the best burger I've ever had in this Chianti. Perfect. I'm starving. Now I'm filled. And we're almost done. Avocado toast and a crispy fried egg. And then I have a latte with honey, cinnamon, and hazelnut. Some tangerine juice and water. And this is all attributed to April and I finishing my bookshelf yesterday. So we finished my bookshelf and that made me feel super productive. So everything's all organized. And yeah, this morning I went for a run because I felt productive. And after running, I decided that I should eat. So full circle, clear mind, clear space, finished projects, making me feel good. And I'm just going to eat this, and then after I finish eating I need to shower, and then doctor's appointment at 1, I think. So I'm gonna leave at 12 for that, and then I'm meeting Ashton in Manhattan around 3 so that we can chill. Last time I checked in with y'all was, but I'm finished with Leaving Atlanta, which I loved. It was Tayari Jones is such similar to Toni Morrison, which maybe that's just a black people thing, but she's just such a beautiful writer. As you can see, I really like this book. I tapped it up quite a bit. There are so many moments in here that I felt triggered or just took me back to my past. Or just it was so easy to connect with the writer. Like, this sentence here goes, I needed to use the lavatory, but I was afraid to ask my uncle and aunt to stop the world so I could get out. And that's her description of her first time being in a car and going on, I want to say, a road trip. One of the characters is being sent to go live with a family member. I couldn't imagine sleeping alone any more than you could imagine a single person eating an entire ham. Like, the point of view of an 11-year-old child or just young kids is just not something I ever think about because I kind of blocked out that era of my life, so I don't remember what it feels like to be like a young black child, or to have the thoughts of a young black child, and just like being innocent and naive and not really understanding the terrors of the world yet, and just having to exist in it and having adults hide or shy you away from the fact that we live in a terrible world because they don't want you to live the same oppression that they lived. But you can't hide blackness from a black body, and I think this book is a beautiful depiction of that. It's three different children and their families and the way that the kids felt, or the way their families guided them through the summer or the years that the kids were being murdered. The black kids were being murdered in Atlanta. I can't wait to read more. And on top of authors that I'm loving and I can't wait to read more of, we have Beloved by Toni Morrison. I love Toni Morrison. I've mentioned her before. That's what she looks like. She's one of my favorite writers of all time, specifically because her words feel so real. Like, she can make me smell something with a sentence, and she's just a refreshing drink of water to read. I remember when I first read Toni Morrison and I was in high school, I wish, like, it was not complex writing. Well, it was complex for my brain then. I needed to, like, experience the world more in order to understand a lot of her stories, but it's not that I didn't understand the story, I just didn't take it in full effect the way I think I should have, the way I do now, which is why I think it's important to reread things at different points of your life. Wow. I can't believe I bought this at the Strand. Like, how much now in my 20s, because I can really feel it. I'm really understanding the depth of the history of blackness. And she just depicts the feelings of black women so fucking beautifully. Like, this book is about a woman who escaped slavery, or it's kind of like post-slavery, so that moment in history when slaves were free but they didn't really know that they were free because no one told them. And even after they were freed, they weren't actually free. But it follows Setha, a woman who wanted to run away from her plantation, I assume, and she had 3 kids, or she wanted to run away from the South. I don't really understand if it was a plantation. They call it Sweet Home, which is a farm, and it seems like they had good memories. It's also interesting, this book describes death and terror and disgusting, horrifying things in the most beautiful way. Like, I guess there's a balance. There's a word that I'm looking for that I can't find it. There's a balance between things existing in your memory as like good memories and things existing in your memory that like are terrible things but are still good memories. And I think that's another thing that comes with being an oppressed colored person. but we can get like deep into that at some other point. But the point is, it follows Setha, who sent her 3 children away before she decided to run away, her 2 sons and her baby daughter. And the baby dies on the way, and once Setha runs away and she's pregnant with her last child, Denver, being haunted by her dead baby. And this book just doesn't really describe it as haunting. Like, a lot of the scenes are, yeah, a little scary and creepy and terrifying, but they're also like terrifying in a beautiful way, which is what Toni Morrison is so great at doing. She's so good at making trauma sound like velvet. I'm trying to collect all of Toni's books. Right now I have 3, and I ordered 3 more. No, I have 2, sorry, and I ordered 3 more, so they're coming with my shipment of new books that I ordered a week ago. I have her full collection. I can't wait to read them all in the order that they're published, so I can get a sense of her like mind throughout over the years. But these are the 2 books that I'm reading, or finished and currently reading and loving. Hello and welcome to my room at night. Oh, Jesus. Today I read a little bit of Beloved at a restaurant, which you saw earlier. Right now I'm having some ginger tea in my mug. Putting my reading glasses on because it's bedtime. We just had dinner, which was so fucking good. I made another whole, I can't even, it was so good I forgot to take a picture after way through ish, kind of, sort of. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm enjoying that. I don't want to finish it too quickly. I kind of want to keep enjoying it, so I'm gonna take my time reading that one. I kind of want to get into A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf, another book that I thrifted. In my last vlog you saw, I think, it's kind of my favorite writing style because it's similar to the way that I write. It definitely reminds me of the way that I would think if this kind of writer. Anyways, I'm gonna stop chatting and just read a little bit of this, and that's gonna be my night. Okay. I just fucking scrolled on my phone for like I don't even know, like 10-15 minutes, and every time I do it I always feel so bad after. Like, I drop my phone, kind of like, this is a little 18 plus or PG, so if you're not having sex, don't listen to this next part. But it's like, have you ever masturbated and then after you just automatically feel bad about yourself? Like, when I was younger, that used to be me, and that's how I feel every single time I get on my phone and I'm on, like, scrolling for like more than like 2 minutes. It's late in the day, 8 p.m. on December 15th, and I just want to give you a little reading update slash book haul because I ordered some books and they just came in the mail, and I'm quite excited about it. But last night I started reading A Room of One's Own. That was the best ravioli I've ever had. Every time I come here, I am never disappointed. Always overly satisfied and super well fed. I love it here. If I could eat here every day, I would. Did I say that was the best ravioli I've ever had? This ricotta cheesecake will forever be my favorite dessert of all time. I just finished chapter 2 of A Room of One's Own. So and my thoughts. First of all, she ate. She came for men and she did not. Oh no. I'm gonna have to buy a new copy of my book because I've been creasing the cover and now look, it's torn. I mean the spine. Now I'm upset. Whatever. What I wrote at the end was chapter 2. She wrote about men's ideas on women, why they're stupid, future manifestations, which came true, and she was just so ahead of her time. Although she was slightly fucking homophobic, because she definitely said faggot in this book, she's still this is like really pissing me off. She's just really ahead of her time. I can't blame her for being homophobic in that time period, because it was a time period when queerness was most definitely not accepted. However, I will not excuse your immoral behavior or your unethical behavior, because human beings are human beings regardless of whatever time period you live in, and caring about what they're doing with their lives is stupid, and it doesn't affect you. I'm waiting for my check, and then I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then I'm probably gonna go to Barnes & Noble, get a tea, and finish the rest of this book. If you haven't gathered by now, my favorite thing to do is sit and watch the cars go by or hear people's conversations. Listen to this. For a moment you get to fall into someone's life and then you fall right back out. I love hearing people and things go by.
gonna get the ABC.
Anything you want to read for fun?
With that.
Here's the Washington Square tree for those of you who want to see it. Let's go, babe. If the Chinese restaurant don't look like this, don't eat here. You have to eat it. It looks like this.
It gotta look like.
They gotta look like this.
It gotta look
Like this.
It gotta look like there was a fight in here. They was shooting, all that. That's how you know it's gonna be good.
And they got an A review.
And
Food
you,
slaps.
And you know that'd be a lie, but.
Opposite is the cock. Okay. Where's the cock? That's my opposite?
I gotta look to abortion, bro.
Hi, I'm home and welcome home. I went to Terlucci, I went to work, I went to Barnes & Noble. I picked up a copy of, I got a copy of the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer because I want the full collection, the full work. And if you can see up here, I have books, what is this, 13 and 14, and I picked this up at the Strand, and it's just very random, and I don't really need books 13 and 14. I need the whole thing, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. Probably just going to keep it because it's two different editions and I want to compare them. But I picked this up because it was $12 and I thought that was a good deal because I couldn't find it on Thrift Books. And the Nutcracker, and this is a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It's leather bound and it's so fucking pretty, and it has this gold, oh, the lighting is like not doing it any justice, but it's just so nice. Like, okay, I have a huge haul for you guys. This whole shelf is new arrivals, but this whole entire shelf is books that I just received. Oh, not these two. These and these are books. Hi world. I decided to film now because there's a really nice streak of sunlight coming in the room and I look slappable. But I'm gonna close out my vlog right here because it's getting quite long, and I want my next video to be a very large book haul. Maybe Christmas gift books or just gifting books to myself, period, because I don't really believe in the whole Christmas gifting thing. Well, I do, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, today was good. I had a croissant for breakfast and some tea and a cappuccino with honey and cinnamon, and it was so good. And I had a little cayenne pepper in there, and I made it with half and half, and it slapped. I'm watching the Book Leo's new video, and then I'm gonna probably read some more and edit my video. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for being amazing. I love you, and keep questioning existence.